Hi there, welcome back to the Great Collection Unboxing. This is box number 38, and we have, to turn around the box, Breyer elephants and some Fury Prancers and Riders. This will be a fun week. There's lots of interesting stuff to talk about. So, our first is a Fury Prancer and Rider. So this is the Palomino Fury Prancer with the Lucky Ranger Rider. Lucky Ranger goes with the Palomino Fury Prancer. This is a moderately old saddle. Some of the original saddles didn't have the grommets and the cinch. This one does. This is a hard plastic Western saddle with detailing, so they've painted gold on the edges. And he still has his reins. He is not a music box, but he is in very nice condition. And his rider, the Lucky Ranger, is also in excellent condition. And what's really cool is he has all of his guns. He has 2 pistols. He has his rifle, and he has his hat. All of those little extra things are very easily lost. You can see how small they were, and this was a toy for kids. So like in the 70s with the Star Wars figures and the guns, these are very easily lost. He is in really beautiful condition. He has the red neckerchief and the blue vest underneath. He has painted buttons on his shirt. He has the silver painted on his edges of his guns and on his his spurs. Interestingly, he has a little cutout for the gun, but it's not very secure, so that gun doesn't want to stay there. But he is in beautiful condition for his age. They were only produced for a couple of years in the mid-50s, 54, 55, 56. So he is in excellent condition, and finding him with all of his accessories is pretty hard to come by. And next we have the Plum Fury Prancer. So this will have the Davy Crockett rider. So this is the plum brown Fury Prancer. He has high whites and white on his face. He still has his reins attached, and he has the hard rubber cavalry type saddle. The other one was hard plastic. This is more of a rubbery where it kind of bends, so they're a little more sturdy. He has his Davy Crockett rider, who is also beautifully painted with lots of detail work. He has accents rubbed into the creases of his clothing. He has very nicely painted face and hands, and the cherry on the top, he's missing he had a rifle and he had a pistol, both of which are missing, but the cherry on the top is he has his Davy Crockett coonskin cap. How is things any better than that? That is too cool. The hat is very hard to come by. The guns are hard to come by, but let me tell you, that hat in good condition is hard to come by. This set was also produced kind of in the same time frame, mid to late 50s, and was produced to get a hold of all of that wonderful enthusiasm around the Davy Crockett Fess Parker TV show. So that's a really fun set. The riders don't like to stay on, so they're pretty, you set them in one place and you leave them because they tend to fall off. So it looks like we're moving on to elephants. So this is what's called a Battleship gray elephant. The elephant mold was originally made late 50s, early 60s. This is a Battleship gray elephant, and your side, he doesn't look too bad, but on my side, he almost looks like a pinto. He's so rubbed. The reason we call these guys Battleship gray is because of that paint job that's on him. It's very glossy, very solid, very middling gray, like something that you would see on a battleship. Probably we'll get a few more elephants, and we'll get to see some differences in color, I would imagine. So this guy is also a regular run elephant, but you can see the difference in color between these two. This is the more traditional, realistic kind of matte gray with a little bit of shading. This guy, his little tusk tips are painted. This guy, his tusk tips are left matte, and in this case, they're gray plastic. This is something, a little variation that collectors like to notice and talk about because it was only done for a short period of time, but he has gray tusks. But you can see the difference in color, very dark matte, very middling gray glossy, both regular run elephants. This guy is also a regular run elephant, very similar to my second guy here. He looks like he has gray tusks as well. So these two are substantially similar because they're both a really dark variation. Like me standing here, I can see this guy's a little lighter, but really not significantly different. So all these two are very similar, and this one you can see is considerably different in a paint job. Oh, so this isn't a Breyer elephant. He's very, very heavy. He looks like he's injection molded plastic. He has some kind of a mark on him. It looks like a fleur-de-lis, so it could say France, but I don't think so. But he has some kind, I'd have to get out my jeweler's loop and look, but he does have some kind of a mark. He's a very different kind of plastic, very heavy, very tinny feeling. He's in good condition, but I have no idea what he is, so I'm gonna have to look him up. And the rest of my elephants are all in boxes, so I'll set these guys over here. And let's move on to this one. This is a fun one. This is the 1976 Breyer election year elephant, and basically he's just a regular run elephant. He's the number 91. It's on his box, number 91. He has the really old Breyer Animal Creations, a tradition enjoyed by every generation mark on the box. Ooh, even more fun, he has his 1976 box catalog. Oh my god, I used to love these. I would go through them and pore over them before Christmas and birthday, and I would circle the ones that I wanted. Oh my gosh, these were so much fun. So that's really cool. So this is basically just a regular run elephant. The box is the thing. So they were, oh, wow. Okay, I take that back. This is a Chalky Elephant, and he is in absolutely stunning, beautiful condition. It's hard to tell from pictures, but Chalkies, base coat Chalkies, are painted with white and then gray shot paint over the top of it. So they're very fragile because they have so many layers of paint on them. The gray tends to, or the whatever the top color is, tends to be very easy to rub off. He is in really beautiful condition. And he is really beautifully painted, particularly this side is very lightly painted where you can see the contrast and shading in the mold sculpture. This is a really beautiful set. You can't always say that with one of these type of boxes this model came from it. Somebody could have taken it out, but this is kind of that era when we had the Chalkies. So the really cool special run elephant box with the Chalky Elephant and the 1976 box catalog. This is a really awesome set. Very rare, very uncommon. So let's see what we have next. We have, this is the 1992 election year elephant, also a regular run. And, so his number is number 391 elephant. The number 91 belongs to the elephant mold. The number 391 is that 1992 election year. He is a regular run, so if you pulled him out of his box, he would look very similar to every other elephant around. But this sticker on the back, that American flag, says 1992 election edition. So that's what makes this set a little different than all of the other elephant regular run sets that are running around. And this guy is cool. This is the number 390 donkey. So this is the donkey and the elephant from the election years. that were issued for the Republicans and the Democrats. He has his American flag. It just fell off of the box and fell to the bottom. So it's sitting down there at the bottom. That's pretty easy to rectify if you wanted to put him on a shelf. If you had a collection and you wanted to have the 76 and the 92 election year pieces, you could take that and you could stick it back on the back of the box. So that's kind of cool. So this was indeed a box of elephants and Fury Prancers, some very interesting ones. I really love that Chalky. He is awesome in that box. Hope you enjoyed. I have no idea what we'll find next week, so join me then. Thank you.